Good evening and welcome to our Introductions to Essential Oils class. My name is Sunny Busby and I'm honored to be here tonight to share more with you about essential oils. Now, just to cover our bases as we get started, in this class, we will be covering a lot of information about essential oils. Feel free to ask questions as we go along, but please keep in mind that the information shared tonight is not meant to prevent, treat, or cure any disease and is shared for informational purposes only. If you have any questions, again, you're free to ask tonight. You can wait until we end the recording, or you can email me directly. I look forward to helping you along the way. So let's start with what an essential oil is. Essential oils are natural aromatic compounds that are found in plants. They may be steam distilled or cold pressed extraction. Now, steam distilled applies to a vast majority of the essential oils. Cold press usually is what we do with citrus oils. We cold press the peel of the citrus in order to extract the essential oils from there. However, if you ever hear the term FCF, that generally refers to a citrus oil that has been steam distilled. And what that does is it actually changes the chemical composition of the citrus oil. Citrus oils generally add to the sensitivity of sunlight. So it reduces the amount of time that we can be in the sun without expecting to burn or to have some sensitivity to the sun. And by steam distilling that for the purpose of using citrus oils in like a spa product, something that you would use topically, it helps to prevent that sensitization. So that's a great benefit to the FCF process. Essential oils are powerful. They're safe with benefits without side effects. We like to say that there's side benefits to using essential oils, and they literally have been around for thousands of years. Essential oils are mentioned over 500 times in the Bible alone. They've been used for everything you can imagine since recordings and documents started happening, since there was written word. And probably even before the written word started. So if you've ever walked past a field of flowers, smelt a pine tree, or smelt a rose bush, you have benefited from the essential oils of that plant. Plants use their essential oils to help protect them and to help maintain their health. So when we extract the essential oils and use them for our own benefit, we receive similar benefits to ourselves. Essential oils, the plants themselves, have been around longer than human beings have. And so our bodies recognize these essential oils and they put them to use for our benefit, again, without the side effects. There are 3 ways to use essential oils. Now, let's talk a little bit about purity. We'll get into this in more detail in just a moment, but purity matters because anything that we smell, which would be aromatic use, whether you're breathing it in directly from the bottle or you're using a diffuser like what I have behind me to put essential oils into the air, or even if you just put a drop in your hands and you breathe it in, those are all the ways that we benefit from aromatic benefits. So when we do that, we're impacting our brain. It goes up into our olfactory system. It has an impact on our pituitary gland, on our hypothalamus, and it goes down into our whole lymphatic system. It doesn't matter if you're using something that is 100% synthetic and dangerous, or if you're using something that's 100% pure and beneficial. It's going to have an impact. Whether it has a positive impact or a negative impact depends on the type of product that it is. So make sure that whatever you use, whether it's to make your room smell better or to receive therapeutic benefits from the essential oil, make sure that you're using something that's 100% pure 100% of the time. Similarly, when we use essential oils topically, anything that we put on our skin, again, whether it's synthetic or 100% pure, is going to absorb into our skin within minutes. And within 25 minutes, we'll touch every cell in our body. So you have a choice. You can use something that's 100% pure, or you can take your chances with something that's synthetic and potentially harmful. And then internal use, and this goes for whether you're drinking healthy, good, pure water, or you're drinking sodas or coffee or alcohol or anything. It's going to get absorbed into your body and going to have a major impact on those vital organs. So make sure that you choose well, no matter what it is that you're using, whether you're talking about what you eat and what you drink, or what essential oils you put to use. Just a highlight on essential oil safety. Essential oils are very safe and gentle without side effects. Pure, let me clarify that. Certified pure therapeutic grades are very safe and gentle without side effects. We'll get a little more detail on that in a moment. You do want to keep essential oils out of your eyes, your ears, and your nose, and any sensitive areas. Make sure that you always dilute oil, not with water. I like to think about when we eat a hot pepper. If you were to eat a jalapeno and your mouth started getting hot and on fire and you drink water, what would happen? It would make it worse, right? But if you drink milk, the fat in the milk helps to dilute the oils from that jalapeno that are causing that heat and helps to cool it down and calm it down. It's the same thing with essential oils. You dilute the oil with oil, not with water. Water will actually drive the essential oils in deeper. To help prevent against skin sensitivity, which is the primary safety issue with essential oils, that just means that if you put something on your skin like oregano is a hot oil. It's going to literally warm up your skin if you put it on meat. Make sure that you dilute. There are some oils that you'll see that are marked as can be used topically without dilution. My recommendation is to always dilute. It makes sense. By diluting, when you dilute essential oils, you are helping to prevent sensitization from overuse or overexposure, which means that you're less likely to have a reaction to the essential oil no matter how often you use it. It also helps to lower the cost of the essential oil because I can take 1 drop of essential oil and add in a teaspoon of coconut oil and use that over my entire calf versus having to use multiple drops of the more expensive essential oil. And it'll still be just as effective because what ends up happening is that heavier carrier oil, which can be any vegetable oil, I strongly recommend that you use ones that are organic or pure. We love to use fractionated coconut oil from doTERRA because it doesn't go rancid, so we know it's going to last for a long time. But pure coconut oil or olive oil are great choices as well. But it makes it when you mix it with the essential oil, it makes the essential oil heavier. And so it stays on your skin longer, which allows it to absorb into your skin more effectively and ensures that your body is going to benefit from more of it. Where if you put the essential oil on your skin neat, about 60% of that is going to flash off. And so by diluting, you're preventing the flash off, you're getting greater use out of it, and you're helping to prevent sensitization. So if you're going to use essential oils topically, which you will, dilute. It's just the best choice all around. Standard dilution recommendations are 1 to 2 drops of essential oil per teaspoon of carrier oil for people 6 and over. And for children who are 6 or under, or people with extremely sensitive skin, diluting 1 to 2 drops of essential oil per tablespoon of carrier oil will help you to get the most effective use out of that. You can go to higher concentrations In extreme situations, I have diluted 50-50, where 1 drop of essential oil to 1 drop of carrier oil. It's very rare that you need it that strong, though. So start with the greater dilution, see how that works for you. And if you need to add more essential oil, you can do so after the fact. So why doTERRA? Well, purity is a huge part of it. doTERRA dedicates itself to the certified pure therapeutic grade process. And what that is we start actually before the plants are planted by discovering where plants are native to and where they're going to grow most effectively. I brought up in a class one time that our plants are grown in their indigenous areas, and the lady next to me grabbed my arm. I was in Midland, Texas, and Midland, Texas is at the heart of oil-filled country. Well, oil-filled attracts a lot of chemists. And so she explained, after I asked her, why are you so excited? She explained that she's a chemist by profession. And as a chemist, she studies how plants are affected by where they grow. She went on to explain that a tomato grown in Midland, Texas would have different nutrients, different chemical constituents, and different overall structures than what one in Dallas, Texas would have, even though they're just a couple hundred miles away. The soil's different, the air's different, the wind's different, the rain's different, and those have tremendous impacts on the overall quality of the essential oils that would be produced by that plant. And so by raising these plants in their indigenous area, we're able to ensure that they provide us with the strongest, more consistently therapeutic essential oils available. doTERRA then goes above and beyond, and after the plants have been raised properly in a sustainable way and then pulled or plucked at the perfect time and distilled within the required amount of time. Some of these plants need to be distilled within minutes of being pulled from their plant. Some of them need to be distilled within a day. But they make sure that they are taken care of and that they are distilled in the most efficient way. And once they go through all of that, every batch of the essential oil goes through 8 rigorous tests every time. So that when I give you a drop of doTERRA Peppermint, the only thing in that bottle is peppermint essential oil. More than 75% of the essential oils on the market are adulterated. They're impure or they're synthetic. They're not even really essential oils at all. And so by going through the certified pure therapeutic grade, you have the guarantee that what's in that bottle, what it says, is actually what it is. Because those ones that are impure or adulterated or synthetic, a lot of them aren't safe for human use. We talked about the impact of putting things on your skin or breathing them in or using them internally. Again, you want to make sure that you're always using oils from a source that you can trust. And I can tell you, of all the oils on the market, and I don't say this lightly, this is after years of study and constantly watching tests being revealed and working with chemists who are specialists in the field of essential oils. doTERRA is the only company that I know of that has tested to be 100% pure 100% of the time. I want you to hear that again. doTERRA is the only company that I'm aware of that has had their essential oils test 100% pure 100% of the time by third-party testers. So that means a lot to me. And knowing what I put on my family is pure and safe, knowing what I'm putting in the air, knowing what we clean with, what we use to shower and to bathe with, that makes a big difference because I know that I'm doing something good for my family 100% of the time. Beyond that, doTERRA has different promises and different organizations that they founded in order to go above and beyond. When doTERRA was founded, the owners, who largely come from outside of well, largely come from within the essential oil world, but obviously companies that weren't doTERRA. When they founded it back in 2008, one of their biggest goals was to change how growers and distillers were being paid. You see, even though essential oils have been around for thousands of years, and even though we have companies that have been around for 30, 40, 50 years that are making millions and millions of dollars off of selling these products, the growers and the distillers weren't being paid regularly. In fact, most of them, if they were being paid fairly, there were lots of middlemen that would intervene with that and interrupt payments before doTERRA stepped in. But if they were being paid, they were only being paid when they produce. So I like to use vetiver as my example, because the vetiver plant, in order to produce the most ideal chemical constituents for its essential oil, needs to grow for 18 months before it's pulled and distilled. If you were only getting paid every time you produced your product, and your product could only produce once every 18 months, what would you do? In addition to that, because they use essential oils from all over the world, over 40% of the countries that we work with are third world countries. They're developing countries. And so they lack water, they lack education, they lack medical facilities. Well, through the co-impact sourcing initiative, doTERRA has changed that. And they work with these growers in a way that they come in and they help them start raising these plants in sustainable ways to ensure that we're going to have these great essential oils for generations to come. But then they also show them how they also go in and they put in running water, and they help to build schools and medical facilities and provide for these communities in ways that they've never been provided for before. They do a lot of work along with the doTERRA Healing Hands organization. And with that, they're able to provide above and beyond. Young children, girls, even their parents are receiving education, learning how to read and write in ways that they never could before. And because of that, because of these efforts, doTERRA has secured exclusive rights to almost 90% of the essential oils that we currently offer. And they're working towards a 100% exclusivity. So what that means is that our essential oils aren't going to be found anywhere else. You're not going to find the same level of purity, the same chemical constituents, the same benefits anywhere else. So there's such tremendous blessings that come from these. You can find the detailed information on each batch of essential oils through our website, source2u.com. And that's something unique as well. There's a lot of companies that don't reveal the chemical testing of their products, but doTERRA wants you to know that what you have is absolutely pure. So if you go to source2u.com and you look at the batch number that's on the bottom of your bottle, you should be able to enter that and discover the testing to go along with that to show that this is a pure product. So let's start looking into the most important essential oils for your home. The oils that we'll share tonight are the top 10 essential oils that I recommend every home have. Our first one is lavender. Now, lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of the essential oil world. It is good for everything. Typically, we think about lavender for its calming benefits, and it is. You can apply it topically to help calm anxiety and help soothe emotions, but also with skin irritations. Think about how calming and how soothing it can be for that. It's amazing during the change of season as our lips get dry and cracked. It's great to help with that irritation as well. A lot of people like to use lavender at night because it's very soothing, relaxing. Applying the essential oils to the bottom of your feet is a great way to receive the benefits from that, because every nerve in your body, all the major nerves in your body end in your feet. And your feet have reflex points that affect every organ in your body. So when you put essential oils on your feet, you're having an immediate impact on your entire body. The cells, the pores in the bottom of your feet are also larger, and so it helps to absorb the essential oils faster and helps them to touch every cell in your body even faster than what they would if you just applied it on your legs or on your arms. Lavender can help calm a reaction to bee sting or a bug bite very quickly. It's a fantastic oil to have on hand for all kinds of great things. Lemon is an amazing oil to help clean and freshen. We love to use lemon in our diffuser because it just really creates a clean and uplifting scent to help neutralize odors and elevate the mood. During seasonal changes especially, I do like to use raw honey with a drop of lemon in it to help soothe the dry throat. The combination of lemon, peppermint, and lavender is fantastic for helping to fight against seasonal change, seasonal threats, things like that. It helps to open the airways, helps to soothe dry throats, and helps to calm the lungs. You can also use lemon to clean kitchen counters and stainless steel appliances, just mixing it with a little bit of vinegar and water, equal parts vinegar and water, and putting in enough lemon so that it smells good. You'll see a big difference in just using the vinegar and water on its own. It'll actually help you get a cleaner shine and better results. You can take lemon internally with water as an antioxidant and detoxifier. Now, because essential oils do absorb chemicals, it's important that you use either a glass bottle or a stainless steel water bottle when you're using essential oils. But just 1 to 2 drops in a big bottle of water can help your whole body just kind of go through the detoxification process a little more effectively. Peppermint is amazing for helping to cool and invigorate. When I was a teacher, I loved to diffuse peppermint and lemon together in my classroom because it provided an uplifting scent that would help my students to focus more effectively and to retain information more effectively. It's a great combination, and as a teacher, it helped me feel more awake and alive as well. You can use peppermint with lemon in your water and use it as a healthy and refreshing mouth rinse instead of using synthetic or toxic mouth rinses that are out there. Just opening up a bottle of peppermint and breathing it in can help invigorate your lungs and increase your alertness. You can add this to water in a spray bottle and mist it on your body when overheated. That's great for athletes, especially during the summer when they're at risk for overheating. And then I have a friend who uses that at church. She carries around a little 4-ounce glass spray bottle filled with water, and she puts about 10 drops of peppermint essential oil in that 4-ounce bottle. And when she has what she calls a personal summer, she shakes up that bottle, and you'll see her, she'll just spray it on the back of her neck. She lets out this big sigh because all of a sudden all that heat and discomfort has just kind of soothed away. So she loves using her peppermint for that purpose. Applying it to your neck and your forehead along with lavender can help calm tension and can help to manage head pain. Fantastic combination. I actually like peppermint, lavender, and frankincense together for that. Melaleuca is one of our most used oils. Like lavender, it's very calming to the skin. It's amazing to use on your skin as part of a daily cleansing program. Great for helping to manage skin eruptions and skin concerns that may happen. You can use it in your shampoo or conditioner to help promote a healthy scalp and hair. As a teacher and for my children who are around other children all the time, we love to use Melaleuca and clove. That's our combination, Melaleuca and clove. We won't talk about clove tonight other than this. But we like to use that combination in our conditioner to help keep critters away. Melaleuca is also amazing for feet and toenail health. I make a combination of lemon and Melaleuca diluted in a roller bottle, and I like to use that on my nails to help promote health and just help them to grow stronger and more effectively. It's also great for ear health. Now, you can use Melaleuca just by rubbing it down the back of your neck. Again, remember to always dilute, or the back of your ears, down your neck. But remember to always dilute. If somebody has ear pain, we'll put a drop or two of Melaleuca on a cotton ball and put that cotton ball in the ear, tape it over with a Band-Aid, and it just kind of naturally diffuses on its own. Leave it there for 20 to 30 minutes. Let it do its work. Let them go to sleep with it. And you then use that as often as you need it until the ear pain goes away. It's amazing, and it works extremely well. Oregano is fantastic for natural immune support. You can take several drops in an empty gelatin capsule for a periodic immune support. Now, oregano is strong and it's powerful, so it does have an impact on your gut flora, especially if it's used more than a couple days in a row. We recommend that you don't use oregano internally longer than 10 days for that reason, and make sure you always follow up with a good probiotic like our PB Assist if you do choose to use oregano internally. But it's very powerful for immune support in that way. You can also apply it to the bottom of your feet on kids and adults as a natural defense. Anytime somebody comes home feeling icky in my house, there's 3 things that we use. We'll talk about one of these oils in a minute. But we put oregano and Melaleuca heavily diluted, because oregano is a hot oil. You never want to use oregano neat. But we use it heavily diluted. We'll put that on the bottom of their feet, the combination of oregano and Melaleuca. And then we'll put Onguard, which we'll talk about in a minute, in our diffuser. That combination has helped my family to recover faster than anything that we've ever used before. And we feel so much better as a result. So oregano is a very powerful oil, and one that I recommend that you always have on hand, especially this time of year when the seasons are changing and just there's more exposure to things. You can use oregano internally as part of a monthly cleansing regimen for GI health, because it does help to knock out things that you don't need in there. But again, remember, anytime you use oregano internally, followed up with a good probiotic, which really everybody can use a good probiotic every day anyway. Take a look at the PB Assist. Frankincense is known as the king of essential oils for good reason. When in doubt, frank it out. Just remember that. Frankincense is used for everything, whether it's helping to soothe minor cuts and scrapes. You can use it in your lotion or in a carrier oil to help promote beautiful, radiant skin, youthful skin as well. You can apply it to the bottom of your feet or use internally to help support immune function. And the combination of lavender and peppermint to help calm stress and tension. And like I said, to help manage head pain. Amazing. It's very beneficial. I love this oil. Okay, so now on to our blends. Our Deep Blue Soothing Blend is known for helping to manage muscle and joint pain. It provides strong support for occasionally tired joints. Anytime you think about aches or pains, you can apply it directly to the area. Now, remember to keep essential oils out of your eyes and out of your ears, out of your nose. But as long as you avoid those areas, you can use this anywhere. It's amazing. My cross-country runner likes to use Deep Blue on his muscles before his run, and then he applies it again after his run. By using it before his run, it helps his muscles to last longer and to just work more effectively. And then by using it after his run, he feels a reduction in discomfort and notices that he does recover faster as a result. Make sure that you always use a carrier oil for deep tissue and topical applications. The Deep Blue is amazing and fantastic on hand. Anytime you think about aches and pains, Deep Blue is a great go-to blend. I love the name of doTERRA blends because they really help us think about what these are effective for. Breathe Respiratory blend is obviously for respiratory support. This is fantastic to use during seasonal change. You can apply it topically to help maintain clear airways and breathing. Again, remember to dilute, but diluting this and put it on the bottom of your feet is highly effective. You've probably heard about using other products on the market that might be petroleum-based and not really good for your body to absorb. It works the same way, only it's pure and you don't have to worry about the side effects of it. I love to use Breathe in a humidifier or a diffuser at night for a more restful sleep because it does help to open airways. And for those of us who have partners who maybe rattle the room a little bit, Breathe is an excellent blend for that. Also, mixing it with some thyme for those who sleep really loudly. Breathe and thyme, that combination, I swear, has saved marriages. So make sure that you are using this in the diffuser. It's a great combination at night. You can also dilute it and apply it to the chest or the bottom of the feet for seasonal respiratory discomfort. Now I'm going to show you. You should see me in a little square on the side of your screen. So I like to take Breathe and I like to use just a little drop and rub it in my hands. And then I cup my hand and I breathe it in kind of like an inhaler. By doing that, it really gets to your lungs really fast and helps to open them up and helps to support open airways. I happen to have just a mild case that causes me to not always be able to breathe effectively. Breathe really helps to open up the airways and helps to prevent the need for any additional support. So that's a great way to use it if you have a strong need. Our next oil is Digestin. Now, this oil has benefited our life so greatly. If you think digestive support or digestive discomfort, this is the oil that you need. Wherever you're having your discomfort, whether it's in your stomach and you're feeling a burning sensation, whether things are a little bit slower than what they should be, or maybe they're too fast. If you have a bug and just are regurgitating things, dealing with nausea, whatever it is, motion sickness, whatever it is, Digestin is the oil to go for. You can dilute this and rub it on your stomach to help ease discomfort, nausea, or motion sickness. Make sure that you always apply in a clockwise fashion, as if you have a clock facing outwards, because that's the flow of your gut and that's the way that you want to encourage movement. You can take Digestin internally at meal times to help support healthy and comfortable digestion. I like to use it under my tongue. Now, Digestin is very strong with the fennel flavor, which tastes a lot like black licorice. So if you don't enjoy black licorice, you can take a veggie cap and use Digestin internally that way, or you can just stick with the topical application. That way you don't have to taste that black licorice taste. I happen to enjoy it. I especially enjoy the relief that Digestin brings me. For children who have digestive concerns, this is an amazing, amazing product to help them through. You can apply it to the bottom of their feet, or like we mentioned earlier, you can dilute it and apply it around their belly button in a clockwise manner to help ease digestive concerns. Onguard. I mentioned this earlier when I was talking about anytime somebody comes home feeling kind of icky. We love our Onguard Protective Blend. It is our natural defense. It helps to support healthy immune function. And if somebody comes home not feeling really well, again, we use the Oregano Melaleuca on their feet, and then we'll diffuse Onguard in the air. It helps to manage environmental threats that way. And then we'll diffuse it throughout the house to help support the immune function of everybody else in the house. This has made a huge difference and has helped ensure that my children are at school as often as possible. My husband is at work as often as possible. You can take the Onguard and dilute it in a spray bottle. to clean doorknobs, telephones, and other community surfaces. It's a fantastic way to help manage germs and yuck that might be on there. Diluting Onguard in just about a shot glass worth of water morning and night as a protective mouth rinse is fantastic. If we're dealing with throat concerns, I like to take Onguard and lemon in about a shot glass worth of water. You're going to gargle it like you would salt water or something, but then you'll swallow it. And by doing that, we've helped manage just throat concerns of all kinds. It's a fantastic combination. You can take Onguard internally in an empty gelatin for added immune support, but really we like to use Onguard in roller bottles. If you take the Onguard and dilute it, as we talked about earlier, about a teaspoon for people who are 6 and up, about a tablespoon for people who are 6 and under, and apply that roller bottle to the bottom of your feet every day, you'll benefit from the added immune support. And that has helped my children to stay in school quite often. In fact, a lot of them have had perfect attendance since we started doing that. So one of the things that I love about doTERRA, and I know you're looking at that was our 10 essential oils. We had 6 single oils and 4 blends that we talked about. I recommend that you keep all of those on hand at all times, because you're going to be able to address 98% of the health concerns that you're going to come across on a regular basis. Now, one of the things that really drew me to doTERRA when I was first introduced to them, in addition to their purity and their commitment to the co-impact sourcing model and the Healing Hands initiative, was the fact that they recognize that it doesn't matter how good your essential oils are if your internal functions aren't balanced properly, if you don't have the right nutrition. So with that, doTERRA created the Lifelong Vitality Pack. These are the best whole food-based supplements available on the market. Because they're whole food-based, they're non-toxic and bioavailable, your body is going to absorb 92 to 95% of these versus the 5 to 10% that you might get from something that you buy at the supermarket. Scientific evidence shows that there are less nutrients in modern diets, and so it's important that we have supplements that help to close the gap between what we're eating and what our body actually needs. The reality is that in the nutrition world, we talk about this curve, this nutrition curve, and we need supplements that can help us to achieve the top of the curve, because if we don't have enough nutrients, then we have health concerns. We have aches and pains and gastrointestinal upset and all kinds of stuff as concerns. And then if we have too much, that's when we start to get side effects. So you want to achieve this optimal balance where you're kind of at the top of the curve. Lifelong Vitality helps us to get there. Many supplements go for those mega doses, which long-term can actually be toxic to the body. And that's, again, those side effects that you'll see. doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality has bioavailable herbs, minerals, and all natural products, along with essential oils to help support a healthy body. I teach a class on the Lifelong Vitality, so I'll try not to go too deep into this. But this multivitamin in this pack has changed more lives than I've seen any other product do, ever. It's that effective. And of all the products that doTERRA offers, this is the only one that comes with a money-back guarantee. You can use the Lifelong Vitality Pack for 30 days. And if at the end of 30 days you don't notice a difference, you can send it back and get 100% of your money back. I've yet to have anybody do that. Even those who got to the end of the 30 days and felt like there wasn't a major difference, once they go off of it for a couple of days, all of a sudden, all those concerns that they had in the beginning that they forgot, the aches and pains, the joint function, all of that, it comes back. And so then they recognize, oh, wow, this really did make a difference. And they stay on it because it's that effective. This product is a must-have for everybody because it's going to make a huge difference in your metabolic function and just the way that your joints work, the way that you feel overall. Nothing will change your life more than this product. I love it. So with doTERRA, you are absolutely in control. I love how we help others to be empowered and to empower their families. Every day I'm talking with families whose children have come in and they recognize I have some intestinal discomfort, so I need that to digest then. Or I'm really hot. Give me some of that peppermint, help cool me down. Children of all ages recognize the power of doTERRA, and once you put these to use, you'll see that you really are in control. So now what? Well, for those of you who don't already have doTERRA in your home, I'm sure you're wondering how you get this. There's multiple ways that you can start with us. My recommendation is to invest in a wholesale membership or a wellness advocate membership. They cost the same. You can pay $35 and pick and choose what products you want and how much you want to buy. Or you can start with one of our kits. Now, as you can see in these kits, you get a greater discount when you start with one of these kits. The reason why I call these our business starters, though, is because if you're interested in doing what I do, this is really the best way to start, because you're going to dive head on. You're going to have everything that you need. Most people, though, this is a little much for them. So if I could turn back time and if I could start again with any one of our kits, it would be this one. And the reason why I would start with our Natural Solutions Kit is because it includes all of those oils that we talked about tonight, but then so many other things. It also includes our Lifelong Vitality and one of our best diffusers. It has the shampoo and conditioner, which will help you to start eliminate toxins in your home because it's naturally based. The toothpaste, the Onguard hand wash. It comes with our Correct-X, which is one of our most used products. It comes with our Deep Blue Rub, which is already pre-diluted and ready to use. I carry this in my purse. My son uses it in his gym bag. My husband uses it in his gym bag. It comes with fractionated coconut oil to help you dilute stuff and so many other things. When we started with doTERRA, I started with a smaller kit than this. But once we started putting it to use and really saw the difference that doTERRA made in our life, I sat down and I researched, well, what else can I help? What else can I do? And we ended up investing in things over and over. And in that first month, I actually spent more than what this kit would have cost us, but I got far less because I didn't get as great of a discount. And the cool thing about the Natural Solutions Kit, in addition to all of that, you're saving over $220 off of the wholesale price. That's not even off the retail price. That's off of the wholesale price. So you're already getting 25% off for your wholesale membership, but then you save an additional $220. But then when you get your supplements and your spa products and the other things that you need next month through our loyalty reward program, it's an optional program we'll talk about in a minute. But when you do a 100 PV order the following month, you start with 15% back through the loyalty reward program, which means that whatever you buy on your PV through the loyalty reward program, you're going to get 15% back. Most people start at 10%, but with this kit, you start with 15% back. And that's points that you can use like cash on future orders. Plus, they'll give you a 100 product credits. That's like $100 in essential oils, all for starting with this kit versus the smaller kit that I started with and buying other things and paying a lot more in shipping and a lot less in discounts. Again, if I could turn back time, this is where I would have started. If that's still too much for you, we do have a number of other kits. These are just some of my favorites. I love the Home Essentials Kit because it comes with 15 milliliter bottles of 9 of the oils that we talked about tonight, and then the 5 milliliter bottle of our Deep Blue blend. It also comes with our petal diffuser, which is my favorite diffuser for the bedroom because it's so quiet. It has an optional light on it, and it operates for 4 hours. But because it atomizes the oils and puts them into the air, they actually linger for another 4 hours after it stops running. So you get a solid 8 hours of essential oil benefits from this diffuser. That's perfect for nighttime use. We also have our Aroma Touch Diffuse set, which includes some of my absolute favorite oils. It comes with fractionated coconut oil and is our smallest kit to include a diffuser. Or you can start with our Family Essentials kit, which also has the 10 oils that we talked about tonight. They're all in the smaller 5 milliliter bottles, so you get about 1/3 the amount of oils that you would with the Home Essentials kit. You also don't get a diffuser with that one, but you do get the beadlets with the Onguard and the Peppermint. And that's just a great way to get some internal usage of those two products. So it's still a great place to start if that's where your budget allows. Again, you could always start with the $35 membership and pick and choose what you want. You do get a greater discount with these kits though. And that $35 membership fee is waived when you start with one of these kits. So this is generally where I recommend that you start, but I can help you pick a custom kit if you prefer to. I'll also send a link to all of our guests tonight with full detail on all of the kits that we offer, because this isn't even all of them. This just happens to be some of my favorites that I'm sharing with you tonight. This month, in the month of October 2017, we are offering a special gift. Any 200 PV order, whether you are enrolling with a 200 PV kit, like our Home Essentials kit would qualify you for this. Our Natural Solutions kit, of course, qualifies you for this, and any of the larger kits would qualify you for this. But any 200 PV order qualifies you for our Fall Essentials gift, where you receive 15 milliliter bottles of our Balance, our Serenity, and our Citrus Bliss. Those are all so beneficial for emotional balance. Serenity is fantastic at night to help promote peaceful rest. I love Citrus Bliss during the day. It's our invigorating blend. Vanderbilt University uses this in their ER room to help encourage positive attitudes amongst the staff and patients, and it smells amazing. It's kind of like 50-50 bars with the citrus and the vanilla scent. And then our Balance, I actually like to use Balance mixed in with Deep Blue and use that along my back and my spinal column to help manage aches and pains. It's also great for using on your feet at the beginning of the day and just kind of starting out with a grounded and focused emotional balance. So great oils to have on hand. Thank you so much for attending tonight and for visiting with us. I'll be stopping the recording shortly, so make sure that you have your questions ready. I'd love to speak with you directly. If you are listening to this recording at a later time, be sure to reach out to me directly, either via email, or I'll include my phone number in the message as well. I look forward to visiting with each of you one-on-one shortly, and I appreciate you being here. Be sure to stay tuned in your email, in your inbox, or by contacting us through Facebook, and keep your ears out for our next class. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much.